Hi, this is Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing our September reading for our Cancers. And we are going to talk about the theme of the month, and then also we'll be getting a little bit more information about the past, present, and future of the month of September, and then also be getting a little bit more information from our, what I affectionately call our goofy angels, with the messages from your angels. So let's go ahead and get started. We have for the theme of the month for you guys is the Page of Air. And the air cards are all about the intellect and kind of what's going on upstairs, up in your head. And this is a duality card. So on the one hand, it's about a person. On the other hand, it's about a circumstance or an experience. So the person, when you think of air people, they are typically someone that is intellectual, they're smart. They're also someone that often asks a lot of questions, so they're very, very curious, right? They have that sort of the logical brain, like they think logically about things. And this particular page, I do feel like is a woman for you guys. And I'm getting around this is that they may be someone that you trust, like they're providing trustworthy information, but they don't always think before they speak. So they might be very just like, well, like kind of vomit on you or that type of thing. So it's about them delivering truth, but not in a very tactful way, right? Where they're just like, they're not thinking about it or how to state it before they share it with you. And sometimes you can be like, oh, wow, like, even though part of you knows that it's true, you are like taken aback by what they're saying, okay? And so this is, for the month of September, there is challenging information that's coming through for you, okay? So what I love to say about this is that this is a wonderful opportunity for you in the month of September to move something forward in your life, to react differently than you've ever reacted before about a similar situation. Because this isn't something new for you. Like this has popped up in your face before in your life. If not super recently, it has popped up before. And part of the reason is it's coming up again is so that you can react differently, and that if you do react differently, that will change things, okay? And you won't have to have this coming back up again. And by react differently, I mean react from a place of love and a place of looking internally at what this says about you or what you can learn about yourself around this. So there may be some delays. There may be some changes to your plans. There may be some bumps in the road, as it were, in the month of September for you. And the other piece that I'm getting around this is that animals are really important for you this month. And so these can be your personal pets that are important, that just give you that sort of comfort, that sense of, because our animals love us unconditionally, like no matter what we do, no matter how our day went, they are there, like they love us. And so they're going to be important for you in the month of September. The other thing that the angels are wanting you to pay attention to is the other animals that pop up for you. So this was interesting for me last night as I was closing the blinds in my bedroom. It was dark out and I saw a bat. I saw something flying. Well, birds don't fly at night. So this was a bat. And so I looked that up to see what that meant for me. And that's what I would encourage you to do is when you have an animal that keeps popping up. Even, my son found this tiger. It wasn't even a tiger. It was a lion picture the other day. And so I'm wanting to encourage him to look that up. Also, he must have hit a skunk or rolled over maybe a skunk that was already dead in the road. Something like that. So there again, look that up. Look that baby up, right? That's what you're meant to do. So that's what we have for the theme of the month. Let's keep going and see what else we have coming for you in the month of September. Oops. Okay. All right. Ooh, that's a purple. Okay. So we've got another duality card coming up for you, and this time it's the King of Fire, and this is in the past. So the basis of the situation, things that have already been going on for you, things that you already know, okay? The King of Fire, again, duality. So on the one hand about a person, on the other hand about a circumstance or an experience. So the King of Fire, when you think of fire people, they have a lot of charisma. They have... you know, they're very successful business people typically. They're, you know, of course have that ambition. They're also very, you know, motivational. So I think of somebody I just watched yesterday, Tony Robbins on Netflix has a I'm Not Your Guru. It's a documentary. And Tony Robbins is the epitome of a king of fire, right? Very motivational, very charismatic, very just yeah, driven, ambitious, all of those kind of things, and idealistic, like not willing to settle for, you know, anything less than the best, or to give anything less than his best, right? That would be a king of fire type of person, okay? So this is somebody that you already know, somebody that's already in your life. And typically whoever popped in for you is who it is, okay? So you're part of this reading. That's one thing I always want you guys to understand, is whatever thoughts and emotions and feelings and things are coming to you as you're watching the reading, that's part of the reading too, because your angels and your guides are bringing through information. As I'm sharing this with you, they're also bringing in information for you because you're in a more susceptible state when you're watching a reading like this, okay? So you're in a state where you're more open, and that's where they're going to be like dropping stuff in, okay? So I would highly encourage you to have a pen and paper when you're watching these readings. Have that handy, like keep a notebook or that type of thing, or a journal or something where you're writing down the information that you're getting and the guidance that you're getting, not only from me here, but also from your own angels and guides as that's coming through, okay? Super important that you do that, all right? And this is about focus. So what I'm seeing around this is, because it is a past card, I feel like you guys have had a lot more focus. So you've been getting things done. You've really been like, you know, sort of honing in on what needs to be done. And because it's a fire card, of course, you've been taking action, right? And that's another piece of this. So you guys, Cancers, are leaders. So you might be a supervisor, you might be a boss, you might be, you know, have the lead of, you might be the leader of your family, right? Even in that regard. And so it is about communicating your vision. So what you see, like you see your big picture, like you see more of a big picture type of thing, and to be able to communicate to that to the people that you're working with, whether that's family, a team of employees, or what that is communicating that. And I feel like that's something that's already been happening for you, but or you've had the opportunity. I don't know that you've already been doing it. You've had the opportunity to do that, but you can see the big picture, then break it down and show them how you're getting there, right? Like show them the path, right? And then this is about getting advice from someone creative. And this can be, what I'm feeling about this is that it's about perhaps getting advice from that king of fire that you know, okay? And just because it says king doesn't mean it has to be a man. It could be a woman. Someone, you know, a woman that's very charismatic, right? A very fiery personality, if you will. I think lots of times, you know, redheads, there's many different redheads that I know that are fire people, right? You know, that comes out in the flame in their hair, right? So that would be another sort of clue for you. All right. And then we have Archangel Sandalphon, and this is the Unity card. And the Unity card is really about, you know, finding your tribe, finding your people. So I think that's part of the thing for you, Cancer, because, you know, we're all going through a lot of different transitions and a lot of different things are happening, and you haven't quite yet found your tribe of people. Or if you've sort of stumbled upon them, you haven't really built relationships yet with them, okay? And so what Archangel Sandalphon is wanting you to do is to really, you know, this could be a spiritual organization. It could be a church. It could be a, you know, I think of locally we have Metamorphosis Center, which is, you know, kind of a, they do classes and spiritual yeah, like spiritual classes, and we have the holistic chamber is out of there and different things like that. And so, you know, seeking out those people that are like-minded, okay? The people that are thinking more like you is what you want to be doing in the month of September, okay? Because this is a present, what you need to know or work on right now, okay? And then I always like to look at the number, the 5 there is for our helpful people, right? So when you look at, this is our Feng Shui Bagua, and if you haven't gone out to look at my video, it's on my YouTube channel. So if you page down through the angel reading videos, you'll find a video on Feng Shui. I've got a large like poster kind of thing of this Bagua, and it will explain to you what the Bagua is and how it works. But helpful people is going to be close to your front door. When you're standing facing your front door, it's going to be in the right front of your home or your space. And that helpful people, I think that's interesting that that 5 corresponds to the unity card here, because it is about bringing people together, okay? And it's about having those people that are going to be helpful to you. And by helpful, I mean you can bounce ideas off of them and that type of thing, because they think like you do. They're like your people. So one of the things I always laugh about is Tony Robbins. I don't know if Tony does it, but different people have done it. Maybe for sure Brennan Burchard. When I've been to some events, you know, they'll ask you to raise your hand. Who's the weird one in your family? And of course we're all raising our hands, right? But we're all there together. Like we're in our tribe, we're with our people, and we're all sort of the weird or odd ones, because there's just not a lot of people that do what I do, right? So we are just finding that tribe, and then you feel like it's coming home. It feels like coming home, right? When you go to those places. All right, and then the last card in this series we have is the 4 of Air. So I always, the 4 of Air, so here he is, the card, so that you can take a look at it. 4 is about family in Feng Shui, and this is the 4 of Air is about, you know, like you've just had so much going on, all this fire activity, all this stuff you've been doing. You need a rest, you need a vacation. I even think about myself today. You know, I ended up taking an hour nap before I came down to shoot these last couple of videos here. You know, when you feel like you need to sleep, when you feel like you need to rest, please do that. Because part of this is your body adjusting to new energy, okay? And your body needs the rest to be able to do it. It also needs water. So that's the other thing, like, you know, always make sure, I typically always have a water, thing of water with me, so I can take a drink of water whenever I need, right? And I'm doing that now because I'm feeling a little bit dry. So, making sure that you've got plenty of water and that you're taking care of yourself as far as getting the rest and the sleep that you need. If you can get a vacation, get away for a vacation. You know, even if it's for a couple days. Here in the U.S., we have the Labor Day weekend, and that's right, you know, right here, right coming up here. And so if you can get away for a couple days or just have that time to rest and rejuvenate. And this too is part of it is about allowing a little bit more time before you make a decision, okay? So there's something that you need to make a decision about, and that may relate to this, you know, the information that you received, that it's truth and there's something you need to do about it, but they're not wanting you to react. And I don't want to say harshly, but it's like, yeah, it's like sometimes when something happens and then you just react rather than thinking about it, they want you to really think about it, okay? And really take time to consider things before you do that. And a great way to do that is to meditate on it. So just go into a meditation, you know, do whatever you do with your meditation. There is a grounding meditation that is, again, on my YouTube channel. That you can find that will just, you know, sort of help you get grounded, that type of thing. And then ask, you know, what am I meant to do around this situation, okay? Because that meditation will provide answers for you, Cancers. Oh, that's cute. Answers for you, Cancers. Maybe that should be the theme for the month. Answers for you, Cancers. I kind of like that. It's kind of funny, right? Answers for Cancers. All right, let's see what else we got here for you. Oops. They're like, not that one, this one. Alright. So again, these are kind of our goofy angels we don't see all that often. So this is Angel Fiona coming through. And Fiona is all about, you've asked for help, right? You've been asking for help. Now your job is to open to receive it. So this has a past card, the basis of the situation. I feel like you're starting to open, like it's, I think of that little lotus flower. In Feng Shui we talk about there's 6 true words that we use, and it's called Om, Ma, Ni, Pad, Me, Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. And what that means is they're Sanskrit words, and what it means is it's literally about the lotus flower opening up to reveal the jewel inside, okay? So in Feng Shui, I just feel like that's a really beautiful set of words to use when you're setting your intentions around something that you've moved in your house or something that you've shifted. And the reason I feel like that is because you are the flower, and you're opening up to allow all the gifts and the things that you want to come into you, okay? So that's what this Fiona card is about opening your lotus flower, right? To reveal what's already there, the gifts that are already there. Because if you've put out a rocket of desire, if you have a desire for something, it's already there. It's a given. It's in your, sort of your treasure box, or your, it's waiting for you just to open to receive it. So that's what Fiona is talking about here with that. You do deserve heaven's help, and you have it all the time. Even though sometimes you may not feel like that, you always, always, always have a team of spiritual guides and angels and loved ones that are, helping you, okay? And then we have Francesca coming through, and this is about getting really clear about what it is that you want. So the question is, what do you desire, right? And when you figure out what you desire, really visualize that. And take some time to, let your mind wander in a good way about what it is you want and what that would be like and how fun it would be to live in this city, or how cool it would be to have a home like this or a car like that. Or a job like this, right? So really, really thinking about that, because the negativity stuff, it drains your energy, and also if you're sharing it with other people, it drains their energy as well, okay? So it's really important that you're focusing on and visualizing what it is you want, rather than what you don't want, because you do tend to draw in the things that you don't want just by paying attention to them. So kind of let those babies go. All right. And then Xana, Angel Xana wants to come in and let you know. And I always feel like this is kind of a little bit of a spider web type of thing, but it's what I feel like is it's a safety net. It's a protection for you. And so she's wanting to let you know that you are protected, you are safe. And that really the worst is behind you now. So even though there's some, some little bumps in the road here in September and things for you to evolve forward, that's life. That's just, it happens, right? And it's going to continue and throughout your life to have things that come up so that you can learn about yourself from them and evolve them forward, right? And so really they just want you to relax and feel safe. And I think that connects nicely with the 4 of air about the vacation and resting. And then we have Rosetta that's coming through. And Rosetta is wanting to let you know that, Angel Rosetta is wanting to let you know that you have a gift for working with children, okay? And so some of you, this is something that you're, this is sort of a future card. So I feel like many of you are not doing this yet. Some of you are. You might work in a daycare capacity. You might have your own children that you're working with. You might be a teacher. You might be a counselor. You might be a, there's all kinds of different things you can do with children, right? Lots of different things. Doctors, chiropractors, so many different things. So really, what I'm getting around this too is that it's not about having to do your whole career around children, but just bringing them into what you're already doing, okay? So let's just give the example of like a chiropractor. Chiropractors work on people, Well, lots of people have children, right? And, you can offer to work on their children also. And so that's just part of what it is like bringing it in to what you're already doing. And being relaxed and easy about it, right? Because you have a natural way with children, so it's not like you can't connect with them. You do have a natural way with children, and so yeah, so let that come forth and let that shine through. So that's what we've got for September for our Cancers. And I do have the deep dive readings available, and those are available for single purchase. You'll hear more about it the next reading. Or I do have a membership that's super, super reasonable. And it's just going to give you a lot deeper information about your love relationships, health, finances, and career. So much love to you. Take time to relax, have fun, and enjoy your life, Cancers. Much love. Hi, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji here again, and I want to just share with you a little bit more about my monthly deep dive reading membership that I'm offering. And this is going to give you a lot more information about 4 specific areas in your life. So that would be your health, which includes your physical, mental, emotional, and of course spiritual health. And then the second area is your finances, so what's happening with your money for that particular month. And then thirdly will be your career or your life purpose. What are you here for? And then the last area, of course, the 4th area is your romantic relationships. So we're going to go deep dive into each one of these particular areas. And it's not just a concept or ideas that I'm giving you. I'm actually going to give you real world action steps to take and the support to be able to do that. So much of the information that I'm going to be sharing are things that concepts and ideas, but also the action steps that I give to my private coaching clients. So it's really like having me as your private coach is a big piece of it. And the other thing that you're going to get in the deep dive readings is feng shui tips that I don't normally give in the broader readings, and special adjustments, special things that you can do to help shift the energy in your space. So lots of really cool things around that. The other thing that you're going to get is you will get monthly, you actually get some bonuses with this. So the bonuses that you get are my Archangel Insight Guide. So that's going to give you actually a handy chart for each one of the 15 archangels, and it tells you kind of their colors, what the stones that are associated with them, what types of things you can call upon them for. And then also you'll get Archangel invocations, and those will be for specific angels and words that you can use to call upon them. So those are 2 bonuses that you'll get. And the third bonus is a meditation, and this is related to it's a grounding meditation, and you're going to get it as an audio, which I haven't offered before. So this is something that's strictly exclusively for my angel reading membership members. And you guys get the readings in your email inbox, and you'll also get an audio version of both the general reading as well as the deep dive reading, so that you can listen to it again during the month to get further tips and actions. And then the other thing that you'll get with the membership is you will have a more like actual documents and things like that to help you work through the different processes. So you'll get sort of the support behind the actions that I'm giving you. I may give you an action step, and then I'll have a document that will help explain that. Or I might do a special audio for you around that. You also get a discount on all of my private readings, and that's something that you get as long as you are a member. So that's a really cool advantage that you get as well. And then as I roll out different feng shui courses and different things like that, the members will actually get discounts on those as well. So there's lots of juicy things that you can get from it. And of course, it's that sense of peace and calm, that sense of guidance guidance, that you have someone that's there for you, and the information that you need to make your life easier. So take a look at the link below. There's a link below to check out all the juicy details. You can, of course, just order a single deep dive reading. That's always available to you. And then you can also order, be part of the membership, where you get all of those juicy things that I just talked to you about. And that you can do on a monthly basis, where you're billed monthly, or you can pay upfront for it and save a little bit of money. I think it saves you about $10, $10, something like that, to pay for it all up front. And then you get that information on a monthly basis. So check it out below. Much love to you, and enjoy your day.